Let's start by imagining our body becoming lighter, remembering that we're molecules, that we're made of space mostly, and imagining that we can expand, imagining the molecules vibrating, and that we're the vibrations rather than the matter. Just becoming aware of how that makes us feel. Maybe a sense of floating, of lightness, letting go of the body, maybe there's a feeling of energy, of revving up like an engine. Feeling of expanding and becoming extended out of our separate self. Beginning to remember that we're not separate. What it feels like to reach out to each other, to be part of each other. Maybe even getting a sense of returning energy coming back from each other. A feeling of fusion, of merging, and the joy in that. Becoming aware that all of the space that we imagine that we occupy and that's between us is really joy. And everything's dancing. Everything's channels and doorways and opportunities that are opening up, and connecting us with everything. Just feeling the vastness of that. in terms of potential, of possibilities, of eternity. Just allowing that idea of eternity to come to us, not through our intellectual mind, not through our brain, but becoming us, becoming part of who we are in this moment. So we feel it like an ocean that we're letting ourselves somehow join into. So maybe we feel like we're dissolving, we're melting, or just through osmosis, we're becoming that ocean of eternity. Feeling how large and magnificent, unlimited it is. Maybe feeling our body breathing it in, just resting in that sense of peace that we don't have to understand. Just have to trust. Just letting that word, that idea, the essence of that come into our mind. Maybe we can feel it in energy. Trust. What does it mean? Almost as if we don't know and we let ourselves forget what it means. Just so we can remember it again. Like restarting ourselves, our awareness. And becoming aware of any emotion that might be triggered. Maybe there's anxiety, some kind of pressure, frustration, just allowing our subconscious to speak. And keep repeating that word of trust to allow whatever needs to be heard to release itself. And maybe it's more joy, maybe love, gentleness, maybe it's courage and strength. Just feeling the liberation of the flow as our channel opens up, our channel to God, the universe, our Creator. Allowing it to be unblocked, feeling what the trust creates, feeling what it gives to us. And also feeling the power of it. And understanding that we don't need any more than this to receive. And feeling how refined our awareness can be. An instrument that's played by this flow that comes through us. So we don't need to do anything of ourselves. We are the instrument, just in our being. We always were and always will be. And we can feel, we can become aware of what it feels like for that instrument to be played. for the music to emanate. Let's explore the word faith now. Maybe it feels the same. Maybe it's more intimate. Allowing it to come to us beyond, before our mind. Allowing it to come as an energy. Not trying to think about it. Not trying to feel it even. Just allowing our mind, our conscious awareness to be changed by it. Like rain falling. Just allowing the meaning, the offering, the gift to become clear. Receiving and responding, feeling those two breaths almost, in and out. And again, this time, let's ask for anything to come through to us that blocks us, that blocks that channel. Any darkness, shadows, lack, any numbness, any forgetting. Any triggers, anything that can be breathed out and let go. Without needing to judge or respond or fear what it is. Almost with joy, because we know that in letting those things be heard and dissipate that we're opening ourselves even wider to clarity, to being a channel for the truth. So we're welcoming, we're inviting we might feel it as a veil or a heaviness or a pressure or a numbness or a nothingness. We welcome it. And in witnessing it, we know that it's gone. Feeling how embraced we are by faith, by our faith. Remembering the ancient knowledge of who we are, and that faith is almost our bridge to that. It's our connection when we forget who we are. Just appreciating that that bridge is always there. We only have to remember. Just taking these moments to appreciate the vastness of our connection with each other and the joy in that and the peace of knowing this is who we are. And just open our eyes and come back. We have about 5 minutes for sharing. I muted everyone, so feel free to unmute if you want to share.
That was really good. Yeah.
Mm. It was a nice one. It felt good, didn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you feel the two things as different, trust and faith?
Not really essentially, in a sort of subtle way.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I suppose that, yeah, I don't know if it.
Yeah, both feel like a kind of letting go. But I suppose maybe faith is a bit more directed or something.
Hmm. Yeah, it almost feels more sort of personal
Yeah.
in a way. Yeah. More guided. Kind of feels like opening your channel.
Yeah.
How do you feel, Mum?
Wow, very peaceful. When you talked about the ocean, I remembered a time when I got swept
Oh,
away
wow.
and
Really?
it was actually, I mean, it sounds ridiculous. I was swept away, swept down the beach. It was on the Atlantic coast, and it was all those big waves, but it felt really nice. I
Takes
got
up Pisces to say that, maybe. Maybe
sorry,
that's because you're a Pisces.
Pisces, yeah.
Maybe it's because you're a Pisces.
You were going back home.
it didn't go on long enough for me to get scared.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
got swept off my feet and I just got swept down the beach for about 10, 20 meters. And then I got somebody pulled me out. So I just kind of, I mean, it wasn't enough. It was enough to get the sensation of really floating free.
Wow, that's
Because I was
amazing.
never kind of very keen on deep water.
No.
Quite good, quite enjoyed it. And I was thinking, and then you're talking about faith and trust in it just made me feel re-experience that
Mm.
experience.
Yeah, because you were rescued by someone.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, because it's quite dangerous, that, isn't it? Those
Oh yeah,
riptides.
it's a dangerous coast.
Yeah, I know someone who that happened to, and um she said the swimmer just came out to
Mm,
save her, and I think she must have been an angel because she disappeared and she never found her again.
mm,
She just came out, and she was incredibly strong, and she was able to swim through the waves and take her back to shore. But she was just on her, like it was just the water was up to her knees. It wasn't like deep at all. She was just swept out.
yeah,
It was so powerful.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Because if you hit a current and got swept away from the shore, I was just swept down the shore, and I was never far away from the shore.
Wow.
But it is,
Yeah.
it's yeah, well, yeah. Do be careful if you go off to that beach.
Yeah. Yeah. To want to have an ND.
No,
Yeah. Well, thank you, everyone, before we get cut off.
I mean, thank you. You look as if you're an angel almost yourself in your kind
I've got my diffuser and everything.
of a really nice surrounding
All the
today.
mist.
And it's
Yeah.
lovely to see you, Vivian and Anne.